It's November 8th, 75 degrees, and I'm in shorts and a t-shirt. Let's go ice fishing. I guess I need to clarify that real quick. We're going to go ice rod fishing. And the first one we're going to use today is my lightest one. It is a Abby Garcia Veritas Ice, I think 2.0. I ain't sure. Either way, it's a Veritas ice rod. It's 29 inches, medium power, and I've got it paired up with a Shimano Sienna 500 SG, hence a 4-pound monofilament. These are stupid fun to fish with. Like, they're obviously a great kid's rod, lightweight, short, easy for them to throw around. Next rod we're going to use is actually a medium heavy that is designed for catfishing through the ice. And it is a Whisker Seeker 38-inch medium heavy. Fuji grips are super comfortable. I've got it paired up with the same reel and line as the other one. 4-pound Sienna, 500, 4-pound line. And we're just going to throw around some crappie jigs. And lastly is another Whisker Seeker 38-inch rod. But I've got it paired up with a Zebco 33 Mini, the ultralight reel. Again, 4-pound test. That way we can get a little bit of distance out of these jigs. Even with 4-pound test, these short rods are not going to, give you a lot of distance. I mean, you'll get enough that you can catch some fish. But like I said, these are 38-inch rods. They're tough rods. And I mean, I'm putting a fair bit of pressure on them. Anyway, the biggest known fish that I know of, and several others know of, that have been caught on these rods, these Whisker Seeker ice rods, is a 74-inch sturgeon. And again, this is just a 29-inch ice rod. I'm barely going to get enough distance to get past these sticks. I don't know what I got there, but he came and got it twice. Well, got us a bluegill. Or to put it on about a 12-aught circle hook, about 8 ounces of weight. Chuck it out there and see what happens. Alright. I am going to go ahead and retie a slightly larger jig head on there so that I can get a little more distance. Hey, we got one. We got us one. And he is wrapped up. Okay, first crappie on the ice rods. Really just going for whatever so that we can get this over with pretty quick. And, technically, so since these other rods are a tad bit longer and a tad bit stiffer, I'm going to cut this jig head off and just tie it onto one of them. Alright, we're on to the Whisker Seeker spinning setup. Same reel, same line. So only real difference is we're going to have a little bit more leverage to work with, get a little bit more difference or distance, and it's just more comfortable to cast. Another good one on the Whisker Seeker. Well, I said it was a good one. He's just a very scrappy one. On the Whisker Seeker Whisker Stick. Pretty small crappie. It's probably 6 inches, give or take. Better crappie. Oh, it's a boss crappie. He choked it. See that? Get plenty of bend out of these rods on crappies. Chill out, home fry. Chill out, home fry. And we'll have to have my pliers. And I have a stringer with me, but I left it in my vehicle. And my cooler's up there. Oh, we need to get a picture to remember our trophy in all its glory. Oh well, my old man's probably gonna skin me alive for throwing that back. I kind of expected that to happen. I didn't intend on casting over there, so I reeled it up close to that branch sticking out of the water and just let it fall off for a second or two. Well, I say a second or two, but for a very brief second. And somebody has tried to use you as catfish bait. Little known fact, in the state of Tennessee, you can use crappie as catfish bait, but they have to meet minimum requirements to keep them. This one is not a 10-inch fish, so whoever did that was breaking the law. To see, to keep crappie, they have to be a minimum of 10 inches. Oh, that's a good crappie. That one is barely hooked. Definitely keeper size. Yeah, it's a black crappie. What are you? Because you're not acting like a crappie. Except you are a crappie and you're a friggin' hammer of a crappie. I'm mad at myself now for not bringing a stringer down here at least. But I am definitely going to bring a bucket down here from now on. Oh. That was fun. Another one. This one's definitely, well, actually, this one's a keeper size too. Dadgummit. Actually, this one might be a little bit shy. Another good, respectable crappie. That one's got some shoulders to it, and a little bit of a gut. Fish. Oh, I'm really mad at myself right now. No, you're barely hooked. That one's every bit of 10, 12 inches. Oh. Another one. That one's another good crappie. Well, that was another really nice little afternoon, maybe 2 hours on the water, if that. Actually, less than that. About an hour and a half on the water, just throwing around some crappie magnets, small jig heads, stuff like that, around some bridge pillars and treetops with ice rods. You know, that's not something that you hear people talk about here in Tennessee, because Like I said, we're in Tennessee. We don't see ice besides what comes out of our freezer. Words are hard. But real quick, I want to go over the rods that we used this afternoon. And yes, I'm going to say we because y'all are watching. So we, Abu Garcia Veritas Ice 2.0, Shimano Sienna 500, small panfish reel, fits on these very, very nicely. 4-pound high-vis monofilament, because like I've said with a couple of videos, if you're fishing, windy days and it's hard to tell when you're getting a bite, keep your rod tip, into the wind, and you can watch that bow in your line. Well, when that bow in your line starts closing up, you've got a fish on. Unless you're around structure, then it could be a snag. But anyway, I'll leave a link in the description so you can check out these rods. They're super small. I believe they're around $50, give or take. I may be way wrong. It's been a couple years since I bought this one. But these are actually also very easy to use rods for kids. Not these cheap, just garbage Barbie rods that you see at Walmart. All of those are junk. If you want to get your kids a rod that's easy for them to handle and is a real rod that can actually handle some fish and made of good components, spend a little money and get name brand. Not this crap you can get at Walmart. Except for the Zebco Dock Runner and the Dock Demon, the Ugly Stick Dock Runner and the Zebco Dock Demon. Those are actually really good rods. The other one, this is a Whisker Seeker 38-inch medium heavy ice rod, made specifically for ice fishing, or catfishing through the ice. I always get that backwards. Catfishing through the ice, I've got a little Zebco 33 micro 4-pound monofilament on it. Again, very small rod, very lightweight, easy for your kids to handle if you want to give them a real fishing rod. Next rod, same thing, 38-inch medium heavy, but it's the spinning version. Now, the one thing with Whisker Seeker rods that I have an issue with is the paint fades very easily. But, that's just a cosmetic thing. It doesn't change how it functions. Again, Shimano Sienna 500, 4-pound monofilament. Fuji grips, very lightweight, good rod to start your kids out with if you want to give them something with some actual quality. I was getting attacked by an ant. But yeah, these rods, I failed to mention earlier, these are $38 plus shipping and handling from Whisker Seeker. So you're getting a good quality rod for a decent price point. That is hard to beat. Anyway, I'll leave a link in the description to the majority of the stuff that we use here this afternoon. Anyway, hope you liked the video.